right, let's dive in. Today in Mountain View, two tragic collisions in San Francisco lead our headlines. A permit fight puts driverless cars under the microscope. Families say mental health reform is missing the mark. June elections look thin on competition. And an iconic hangar at Moffett Field gets a second life. Dean Bark here with the City Report in Mountain View. Let's open with the big one. Abdul Hai, a 43-year-old Mountain View resident, has been arrested in connection with a fatal collision on March 5th in San Francisco's North Beach neighborhood. Police say he allegedly struck a pedestrian and caused another man to fall from a scooter, resulting in one death. In a separate case, Mary Fesha Solomon, a 47-year-old from Walnut Creek, was arrested after a February 27 collision at 4th and Channel Streets in Mission Bay, where two pedestrians were hit and a 2-year-old child was killed. Both arrests are on suspicion of vehicular manslaughter, and investigations remain open. These cases put a harsh spotlight on pedestrian safety and accountability in dense urban corridors. Crosswalks, signal timing, driver behavior, and speed enforcement all matter when seconds count. Let's cut to the chase. The streets are unforgiving, and the stakes are human lives. Let's pivot to the next story. Waymo, the autonomous vehicle company operating robotaxis in San Francisco and Los Angeles, is under scrutiny after a complaint from the California Gig Workers Union, a labor group representing app-based workers. The union alleges Waymo is violating its state permit by transporting unaccompanied minors. That's a direct conflict, they say, with rules from the California Public Utilities Commission, the state regulator that oversees driverless passenger service. The complaint asks regulators to suspend Waymo's permit and impose financial penalties, and it flags broader safety concerns when vulnerable riders are involved. Notably, Waymo previously asked to change the minors rule and was denied by the CPUC. Looks like someone forgot the memo. Bottom line, compliance questions now sit squarely with the commission, and enforcement could reshape how and who these cars are allowed to carry. Moving on, Care Court, the state program designed to connect people with severe mental illness to treatment through civil court, launched in Santa Clara County in 2023. Families here say it's not delivering. The promise was earlier intervention, but the process largely emphasizes voluntary treatment plans. Critics argue that leaves out the very people least able to engage without firm court structure. Statewide, thousands of petitions have been filed since rollout, yet only a small share lead to court-ordered care. The program has since expanded eligibility to include bipolar I disorder with psychosis, but families report strict requirements and limited outcomes. Some say they feel forced to wait until a loved one breaks the law to access care through the criminal system. What's the takeaway? The framework needs tuning, and soon. The human cost of delay is showing up on our streets and in our ERs. All right, next topic. June's Santa Clara County ballot looks light on competition. Jeff Rosen, the Santa Clara County District Attorney, faces a challenge from Daniel Chung, a Deputy District Attorney from within his office. Over on the Board of Supervisors, District 1's Sylvia Arenas, the sitting supervisor, will have to defend her seat. Other countywide posts, including Sheriff Bob Johnson, the county's top law enforcement official, and Assessor Nasa Fligor, who oversees property assessments, are running unopposed, despite the sheriff's office operating under continuing federal oversight of county jails. Incumbency is a high wall to climb, but fewer choices also mean thinner debate. Democracy works best when voters have options, not blank lines. And now for something completely different. Hangar 1, the massive airship hangar at Moffett Field in Mountain View, is restored and gleaming again. Planetary Ventures, Google's leasing arm that manages operations at the airfield under a deal with NASA, just wrapped the historic restoration. The project included cleaning up toxic contamination, recladding the exterior, and modern upgrades to preserve the structure. Built in 1933 for naval airships, closed in 2003 because of contamination, and now reimagined for future innovation, Hangar 1 is one of the world's largest freestanding buildings. The restoration even involved cleaning about 1.8 million square feet of steel. Call it like it is. This is a big win for local heritage and a solid example of a public-private partnership that actually delivered. And that's your report for today from the City Report with Dean Bark in Mountain View. Have a great day and tune in tomorrow for more.